Who makes the loudest noise in silent comedy? Chaplin's timeless tramp or Mr. Bean's bumbling brilliance? Dive into the ultimate showdown where Chaplin's poetic slapstick meets Mr. Bean's riotous antics. Their wordless wit shouts through the ages, proving that silence can be the loudest laughter. Ready for a laugh-out-loud battle without a single word? Let the silent screams of comedy begin. Charlie Chaplin and Mr. Bean are two of the most iconic figures in the world of silent comedy, each leaving an indelible mark on the genre. Charlie Chaplin, with his signature bowler hat, cane and mustache, brought to life the lovable character of the tramp. His films, such as City Lights and Modern Times, are celebrated for their perfect blend of humor and pathos, showcasing Chaplin's genius in using physical comedy and visual storytelling to convey deep, universal emotions. On the other hand, Mr. Bean, portrayed by the brilliant Rowan Atkinson, has become a global phenomenon with his slapstick humor and minimal dialogue. From his mischievous adventures in Mr. Bean to his unforgettable antics in Mr. Bean's Holiday, Atkinson's creation has captivated audiences with his unique ability to find comedy in everyday situations. Mr. Bean's character is a masterclass in visual humor, relying on exaggerated expressions and clever physicality to evoke laughter. Both Chaplin and Mr. Bean have transcended cultural and linguistic barriers, proving that comedy can speak volumes without saying a word. As we delve into the legacies of these silent comedy legends, we'll explore their unique styles, groundbreaking contributions, and lasting impact on the world of entertainment. Determining the ultimate master of silent comedy between Charlie Chaplin and Mr. Bean is no small feat. Both legends have unique styles, groundbreaking contributions, and have left a lasting legacy that transcends generations. However, comparing them presents several challenges due to their differing contexts and approaches to humor. Charlie Chaplin, born in 1889, emerged during the silent film era when cinema was in its infancy. He rose to fame with his iconic character, the Tramp, whose blend of slapstick comedy and deep emotional resonance captivated audiences. Chaplin's films often contained social commentary, using humor to address serious issues like poverty, industrialization, and the human condition. His masterful use of visual storytelling and physical comedy set the standard for the genre, making his work timeless and universally relatable. On the other hand, Mr. Bean, created by Rowan Atkinson in the late 20th century, brought a fresh take on silent comedy to the television era. Unlike Chaplin, Mr. Bean exists in a world where sound and dialogue are integral to entertainment. Yet, Atkinson's genius lies in creating a character whose humor is predominantly visual. Mr. Bean's antics, from solving everyday problems in the most absurd ways to his exaggerated facial expressions, resonate with audiences of all ages and backgrounds. His minimal use of dialogue and reliance on physical comedy goes back to the silent film era, creating a bridge between past and present comedic styles. The challenge in comparing these two legends lies in their different mediums and historical contexts. Chaplin's work laid the foundation for film comedy, influencing countless comedians and filmmakers. His ability to evoke laughter and tears through silent performance was groundbreaking. Meanwhile, Mr. Bean's success in a sound-dominated medium highlights the enduring power of visual comedy. Atkinson's ability to evoke laughter without words is a testament to the timeless appeal of silent comedy. Furthermore, the cultural and technological advancements between their respective eras complicate direct comparisons. Chaplin's films were products of a time when cinema was a new art form, whereas Mr. Bean had to carve a niche in an era saturated with various forms of entertainment. Despite these challenges, both Chaplin and Mr. Bean have achieved iconic status, proving that the essence of comedy transcends time and technology. Another aspect to consider is their global reach and influence. Chaplin's films were some of the first to achieve international acclaim, making him a global superstar. Mr. Bean, while initially a British television phenomenon, quickly gained international popularity thanks to the universal appeal of his humor. This global reach further cements their status as silent comedy legends. Charlie Chaplin's influence on silent comedy and film, in general, is immeasurable. Born in 1889 in London, Chaplin's early life was marked by poverty and hardship, which deeply influenced his later work. He began his career in vaudeville before transitioning to the burgeoning film industry in the United States. It was here that he created his most iconic character, the Tramp, a lovable vagrant with a distinctive bowler hat, mustache, and cane. Chaplin's films are celebrated for their perfect blend of slapstick humor and poignant social commentary. His ability to convey complex emotions and narratives through physical comedy and visual storytelling set him apart as a true genius of silent cinema. One of his earliest successes, The Kid, released in 1921, showcases his talent for combining comedy with deep emotional resonance. The film tells the story of the tramp raising an abandoned child, blending humor with heart-wrenching moments that captivated audiences. Another significant work, City Lights in 1931, is often hailed as one of the greatest films ever made. In this film, Chaplin's tramp falls in love with a blind flower girl and goes to great lengths to help her regain her sight. The final scene, where the girl realizes the tramp is her benefactor, is one of the most iconic and emotional moments in film history. Chaplin's mastery in this scene lies in his ability to express profound emotions without uttering a single word, relying solely on his expressive face and body language. In 1936, Modern Times became another masterpiece where Chaplin critiques the dehumanizing effects of industrialization and modernity. As the tramp struggles to survive in a mechanized world, Chaplin uses humor to highlight serious social issues, making a powerful statement while entertaining his audience. His use of synchronized sound effects, despite it being a silent film, showcases his innovative approach to filmmaking. Chaplin's influence extends beyond his films. His approach to comedy, characterized by precise timing, expressive gestures, and a deep connection with the audience, has inspired countless comedians and filmmakers. His ability to address social issues through humor paved the way for future artists to use comedy as a tool for commentary and change. On the other hand, Rowan Atkinson's creation, Mr. Bean, brought a fresh perspective to the world of silent comedy in the late 20th century. Unlike Chaplin, Atkinson developed Mr. Bean in an era dominated by sound and dialogue. However, Mr. Bean's humor is predominantly visual, relying on physical comedy and minimal dialogue, making it a modern homage to the silent film era. Mr. Bean first appeared on television in 1990 and quickly became a global sensation. The character's childlike innocence, combined with his knack for getting into absurd and hilarious situations, resonated with audiences of all ages. Atkinson's performance as Mr. Bean is a masterclass in physical comedy, utilizing exaggerated facial expressions and body language to evoke laughter. One of the most iconic episodes, The Trouble with Mr. Bean, released in 1992, perfectly encapsulates the character's appeal. In this episode, Mr. Bean's attempts to get ready for a dentist appointment are fraught with comical mishaps, from shaving his tongue to putting his trousers on while driving. Atkinson's ability to turn mundane activities into uproarious comedy highlights his talent for visual humor. Mr. Bean's success is not limited to television. The character has appeared in 2 feature films, Bean in 1997 and Mr. Bean's Holiday in 2007, both of which achieved commercial success and further solidified Atkinson's status as a comedy icon. These films, like the television series, rely heavily on physical comedy and visual gags, ensuring that Mr. Bean's humor transcends language barriers and appeals to a global audience. Atkinson's portrayal of Mr. Bean also pays tribute to the legacy of silent film comedians like Chaplin. His precise comedic timing, expressive gestures, and ability to convey complex emotions through physicality are reminiscent of the silent film era's greats. Mr. Bean's enduring popularity demonstrates the timeless appeal of visual comedy and its power to connect with audiences across generations. When comparing the contributions of Charlie Chaplin and Mr. Bean, it's clear that both have left an indelible mark on the world of comedy. Chaplin's work laid the foundation for film comedy, influencing countless comedians and filmmakers with his blend of humor and social commentary. His films are timeless classics that continue to resonate with audiences for their emotional depth and comedic brilliance. Mr. Bean, while emerging in a different era, has similarly captivated audiences with his unique brand of visual humor. Rowan Atkinson's ability to create a character that relies on physical comedy in a sound-dominated medium is a testament to the enduring power of silent comedy. Mr. Bean's global popularity and continued relevance highlight the universal appeal of visual humor. In the realm of silent comedy, Charlie Chaplin and Mr. Bean stand as monumental figures, each leaving a profound legacy despite being decades apart. Chaplin's iconic character, the Tramp, revolutionized early cinema with a blend of humor and poignant social commentary. His genius lay in his mastery of visual storytelling and physical comedy, making his work universally relatable and enduringly popular. Decades later, Mr. Bean, brought to life by Rowan Atkinson, has captivated modern audiences with his hilarious antics and minimal dialogue. Atkinson's brilliant physical comedy and exaggerated expressions create universally appealing humor, bridging the gap between silent film and contemporary television. Episodes like The Trouble with Mr. Bean highlight his talent for turning mundane tasks into comedic masterpieces. Despite the years separating their careers, both Chaplin and Mr. Bean have transcended cultural and linguistic barriers, proving that laughter is a universal language. Their unique contributions continue to inspire and entertain, solidifying their places as legends in the world of comedy. Their timeless appeal shows that great comedy, whether from the early 20th century or the late 20th century, resonates with audiences across generations. Who do you think is the ultimate master of silent comedy? The timeless Charlie Chaplin or the modern Marvel Mr. Bean? Drop your favorite scenes and who you think takes the crown in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay updated with more exciting content on the legends of comedy. Join us on this journey through the world of laughter. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.